countdown on this bitch.
How do we know we're getting audio up?
Audio's right here.
Oh, so that's how you can tell. Gotcha.
Yeah, and you'll see viewers, and you might even see a
That was
chat.
a good
Fuck around
plug.
with it, Rob.
Even that
Where
movie
is
had
the
a
chat gonna be at?
I don't know. You got to like options, view, like fuck with the window shit. But we got mad time, bro. Like we
Yeah, they
going
made a
back
movie
up.
out of this fucking shit, bro.
Yeah, no, that's my
Your sons?
yeah, that's my wife.
Yeah, I was.
And this is recording your session, right?
Huh?
This is recording audio and video of your session, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But like that camera is just basically like behind the scenes bullshit, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like the shittiest camera, so people can see it.
Gotcha.
And like there's no viewers right now, as you see eyes on it all.
This is
Oh, you
nuts.
posted this shit?
Crazy.
I don't know though.
This shit is crazy.
For mine or no? Post like for live.
Set that shit up right.
Yeah, that's good.
It looks better, but like it looks better on the on that, and not. Oh, you know why? Oh shit, I'm bugging. Watch out.
Yeah, hurry up, cause shit, we about to go live, remember? Yeah, hurry up. You over here taking your sweet time.
Legitimately.
You know, taking his sweet fucking time.
Like, we ain't got time for
There
this
you
shit.
go.
Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
We get money.
Ain't nobody got time for that,
That shit
Miles.
look way better. So put the preview screen back on, please. Cause my man, my brother from another mother worked hard on that for the kid. But everybody in IG world, make sure that y'all come over, bring your ass to YouTube. You heard? Bring your ass, come to YouTube, and in 4 minutes we going live.
4 minutes.
In
would be live
2
at-
minutes.
So you live at 8, bro.
This is Mo. He had no contribution to the pre-show or whatever, but he's an entitled black. I'm gonna say it like that.
Yeah.
We talk heavy here.
Entitled black.
He's an entitled man. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I got these feet pieces on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My man originally just stink. If he out here, you know what I mean? You get that promo.
You need to use some cocoa butter, nigga.
That's on the house. Here you go.
Cocoa butter.
Damn.
We on the preview screen or not? Oh. Nah, fuck it. We just gonna do it like this. Nah, the preview screen, this shit don't matter now because it's a different scene. But I see what it don't matter. You know what I mean? It's like the eye shit, but like that's some other
Oh, you're
shit.
talking about over
Yeah. But fuck it. We got 1 minute. We about to go live in like 1 minute anyway. So just leave it like this.
I'm glad you can count.
Okay. See you guys. See you guys over at the live, and so will Mo.
That's right.
All right, Gangsta Mo.
Ain't nobody gangster.
1. And 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock on the dot. We doing it, Pop. I should be able to. Let me see. Damn, is the iPhone charger right there? Oh, I got it. Mo's gonna introduce the show. That's the hub.
I'm gonna introduce the show.
The hub right
Oh,
there,
that's what I'm doing now.
in the plug. Mic in the plug. Yep, the brick. I never let you down, Mo. Welcome to the show.
We on?
Are we on? It's 8 o'clock?
It's 8 o'clock.
Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. If whoever's on, how many people we got watching? None? Thousands?
At least 5.
All right, fine. Give me 1 second, guys. Hey, that's me on latency.
Yep, exactly.
Right.
Just like a black person. Always
All right,
late.
Welcome to the Play Myself show. My name is Myles.
I'm
I
Mo.
got my man Big Mo here.
Yo, what's up? What up?
He's a
What
little
up?
underdressed.
Yo,
But we're here, man. And this is our first live show. We very excited about this. And yeah, man, Mo, how was your
yo.
week?
First off, let's talk about your outfit. All right, because you're saying I'm a little underdressed, but if people saw our show before, we was always underdressed.
Nobody saw our show
No,
before.
listen, we was always underdressed, always wearing our sweatpants, our t-shirt,
Right.
So now you're rocking a nice dress shirt with some shorts.
It's a,
It's not even a style, bro.
This is the inauguration
It's not
show.
it's not a style.
This the inauguration
It's
show.
not a style, though.
This is the inauguration
When would you
show.
ever wear that? You wouldn't wear that walking down the street.
If I was inaugurated,
You look like an idiot right
I'm in
now.
my house. But
You
at
look-
the end of the
you
day,
straight
at
look
the
like
end of
an
the day,
idiot.
Mo, it was this, and not for nothing, I got my man's originally distinct sneakers
Here
on.
we go.
So
Here we
these
go.
shorts, these is Kevin Hines shorts that you know you ever met Kevin Hines?
Nah.
So Kevin Hines was a good friend of mine. You know, he killed himself a couple years ago.
I never knew by his first name,
And-
Sergeant Hines.
Yeah, and this
Yo,
motherfucker
rest in
used to
peace,
always talk shit to me about like returning shit fucked up. So I used to always put shit in the cleaners and get extra starch. And I had these shits in my closet.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, fuck, I'm gonna throw it because I know he with me. And he was always a big proponent of a man always owning the tux. That was like his shit. So I said, yo, it's either this or a shirt with my face on it.
Nah, you definitely. Yo, I like that.
All right. But now that you like this, motherfucker.
Yo, no, let me tell you how my week was for real, though.
Go ahead. I'm
Yo,
putting a shirt
I
with my
went
face on it.
on Yo, I went to see Michael Blackson at the why? See, now you gotta take the shirt off.
Yeah,
Now you gotta show you. Yeah,
shirt with my face on it.
Yeah, play myself.
My brother made this.
Yo, I went to go see Michael Blackson. Yo, big shout out to Funny Bone, bro. I never been to the Funny Bone. Yo, if you never been out there, mad fun. I had mad fun there. You know what I'm saying?
You would.
You're an asshole. But I did have a lot of fun there. Me and my girl went. So we had a good time. You know what I mean? So he talked about a lot of points, get Trump out of there and all this other shit. So
Wait.
Yeah.
He talked about get Trump out of there.
Yeah.
After
he was gone, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
You wouldn't because you didn't go to the fucking show.
Yeah, but how did you understand it?
I understood it because he was saying Trump didn't want to leave. And he was just saying get him out of there. You know, not like literally get him out of there right now.
But
I know, but he was saying it was hard to get him out of there.
How?
Because he didn't want to leave.
Okay.
He didn't want to go.
I guess I
Yeah,
guess
you
I
don't
see
understand
how,
because
I guess
you're an
I
idiot.
see how it could be funny
Yeah.
if he just didn't write a new joke, a current joke. But I'm just drinking my coffee.
Well, listen, I'm just drinking my Powerade.
So, Mo, that was pretty uneventful week for you, man.
It wasn't an uneventful week, bro. It was fun. I had a good time.
At that comedy show?
Yeah.
Okay. Was he the funniest comedian?
There was only 2, bro. So, yeah, he was the funniest comedian.
The other guy was a local?
The other guy was, I think he was from Jersey.
Yeah. What does that mean?
He wasn't
Was it
local. You just said,
Oh,
was he
okay.
local? And I said, he was from Jersey. And you're like, oh, what does that mean? It means he's not local, motherfucker. Like,
Okay. Sorry. Okay, onward.
all right, so But yeah.
That's it.
So how was your week though?
My week was it's pretty stressful with this live and you know, having like all this shit go on and like shit with work with like the budget and everything. Even though like this shit happens all the time, I'm like, yo, it is what it is. But like people still stress about this bullshit. But I got a chance to, you know, go visit like a bunch of locations, planning for emergencies and shit like that. But this was the most stressful part of the week, was just like planning for this live. And shout out to my man Ego on the graphics.
Yeah.
It was just look tight.
Yeah.
And you know, my man Mike Burdick, who's not here, who's supposed to be here, who helped me out with some of this design stuff in the background. And yeah, and my brother for this dope ass shirt with my face on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Kind of look like the Predator or something on there. Like,
Okay.
you know, you do. It's just I
Yeah,
can't
I
see
mean,
you.
I really don't care like how you think I look. So like, you should never say that to him.
No, I'm just saying because look at this shirt. I'm just saying because you know how the Predator, like, he like blended into the background. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to diss you or not.
No, I didn't know.
Saying,
I don't know how the Predator look. I can't watch shit like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm all about like.
Is it because it's rated R? You can't watch stuff
Nah,
like
I'm
that?
about having good dreams, man. Like scary movies is not my shit.
No?
Nah.
Bro, that's my favorite genre.
Yeah, my wife too. I'm like, yo, I'm not into that shit. Like,
You're into like Pursuit of Happiness and shit.
Yeah, I like shit.
Like for real, like not even like joking around. Like you like.
I like happy movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's the shit I'm on. Because if I'm watching some fake shit, you know what I mean? It might as well be some joyful shit because I'm spending my time watching it.
That's whack.
Okay.
Nah, for real though, that's my favorite genre though. I love scary movies.
Yeah, you would.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know. That's the type of person I think I take you as, I guess.
A scary person?
Yeah.
You're scared of me? All right. I get it.
So I want to ask you a question, right?
Okay.
I saw this shit on some thread, but it was like, all right, would you rather sleep with a girl that's like a perfect 10, right? And she sucked in bed, or somebody that was like maybe a 4 or 5, but was like dynamic in bed?
I would say a 4 or 5, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know, once you get them in a bed, you just what am I gonna look at her if you suck in bed? You know, like no, bro. I would, no, absolutely not.
What if you were a virgin though? Like at your in your early years, how would you take that shit?
You would have to ask the earlier version of me.
And since I can't do that,
bingo.
It brings no context.
Exactly.
Okay.
No, not seriously. Earlier version of me, I would have probably said a perfect 10, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, but there are some people who are great looking. They just,
You never know though.
No, I do know.
Yeah, but I look at it like this. Like, somebody told me earlier today was like, yo, if she's fucking perfect looking, she's crazy. And like, you know how they say like, yo, crazy girls are the best, right? But what I told him was like, yo, good box and dynamic in bed is 2 different things, right?
It's true. I had a situation where I had a great looking girl, and she doesn't measure up to the girl I got now, but but she was a good looking girl, but she was crazy, like just like out of control. Like she broke my lawn ornaments because she was mad at me for something that I didn't even do.
Where?
Yeah, like she was just like, you're talking to somebody else, and she walked out, stomped out the door, and stomped on my lawn ornaments. And that was just one of the things that she did.
Oh shit.
But she walked out, and she didn't drive. And so I would go to pick her up from work some days, and she lives out in Schenectady. You know what I'm saying? So like I would go pick her up from work in Schenectady. Pick her up, wine and dine her or whatever. But bro, like first off, she was crazy, and secondly, I just realized in a moment that she just wasn't for me. And it doesn't matter how you look, if we don't match, if we, I don't care. Like some people want like these Barbie doll girls and these, and I'm not about that. You know what I mean?
You think it's hard for somebody to like figure out somebody's not for them, or you think that you get that gut instinct?
It depends on who you are, because sometimes like me personally, I think that it could be hard for people to figure that out, because some people will be with a girl who everyone loves her for her looks,
Or a guy.
Well, but I mean, they love them for their looks or whatever, and they're all about what people think. You know what I'm saying? And so me, bro, like I could talk about my girl now all day long. You know, she
do crazy shit though. She had to. No?
I mean, no. I mean, I would say like the thing about her that I love the most is that she does so many things that she doesn't have to do, bro. Like, she doesn't have to do a lot of stuff. And sometimes I try to stop her from doing stuff. And she does it out of the goodness of her heart.
Right.
And so, like, I've never had that before. In
your life?
In my life, bro.
Damn.
Never had that. Like, where somebody is willing to, you know, she's like, hey, do you want me to do this? Or do you want me to wash the dishes? Do you want me to, hey, I'll run out to the store and grab this. Bro, like, like right now, there's only one car in the household. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times she'll say, I'll just go for a walk, and then go for a walk and go pick me up like something like my favorite thing to drink or favorite thing, you know? And so I've literally never had that in my life.
Nah, I feel you.
You know, so, I mean, she's a special one, you know what I mean? So like, you know, and it don't have to be like, you don't have to be like, you know, some people, they're into like big tits, fat ass, or whatever, you know.
You told me you was into that.
What's that?
You told me you was into fat
No, but I'm saying like, it don't have to be that. Though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's not.
That's the cherry on the top.
What I'm saying, well, it could be, but I mean, really the best thing for me is that she just wants to be there. You feel me? Like she wants to be with me, you know, and I've just never had that before.
I respect that.
You know what I'm saying?
But so I always go to this shit too. It's like, yo, I could say the same type of shit about my wife, but we've been together for ages. Right? But it's like, I feel like everybody show you their A game at first. And then like you might see some shit where like, yo, just because you never been to that before, that don't mean that it ain't right. Like, yo, like, I feel like, you know, we mature as people, and we like, yo, you start to set standards for yourself to what you're going to go with, and then you just wind up meeting a dynamic person. But if she was a piece of shit, you wouldn't be with her.
Oh, of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like, I hope you guys get married, and I hope you guys stay together forever. But it's like, I guarantee you the next person you meet is either going to be either like her or better, because you know what to look for now. You're not going to settle for less.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, the thing about it is, if we ever were to break up, then because I've never had that before, my standards are so high, you know, because no one's ever been like that for me.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, yeah. It's just like, yeah, it's like when you feel appreciated type shit.
Yeah. Every day. Now we get into our spats now. Don't get me wrong. We get into our arguments, and
she ain't perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what? The thing about it is, and what I've learned from being with her in this short time, is that imperfection is perfection.
The gift of imperfection.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I like the fact that she's, you know, not perfect, and that's perfect for me.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know,
that's nice, man.
Yeah.
You want to look in the camera and say something to her, baby? I love you.
But,
Hey Mo.
If you watching, you know, I appreciate you. You know, and stop.
What? That's
I'm just saying. I was just like a pursuit of happiness. No, I do appreciate you. You know, you're my rock, and you know, You know, I'm not even gonna say anything
the
else.
sniffles.
That's it, bro. I'm not gonna say anything else. You,
Shit. You gonna lead us?
she there with my puppies right now, man. She, you know.
Yeah. How many puppies you got?
I got 2, man. I got a year-old Shiba Inu, and I got a Yorkie. I just got a Yorkie about 3 months.
Those are your dogs?
Yeah.
And she didn't even like horse you to buy those little ass dogs?
No.
You just like little ass dogs?
I like little dogs, bro.
Okay, I get it.
Why is there?
No, it's nothing.
No. There's
Switch
gotta
topics.
be. There's gotta be something with that. What's
bro, I just don't think that's the most masculine thing, but I get it.
Well, I mean, it's.
I get it, son. Like you got like little. You might as well have a cat. But go ahead. All right, onward. Yeah, man. Switch topics. I think it's like it's fucking like 12-pound dogs.
Nah, you know what? My Yorkie is about 3 pounds.
They cool. 3 pounds. I get it.
Well, listen, I don't care what people think.
Obviously, but go ahead. Next topic. Fuck.
Oh my god. I like Yorkies, man.
I know. So you see how
And what kind of dog do you like? Do you have?
Bulldog.
Oh, okay. Oh, you have to say it like that.
Yeah.
I got a bulldog.
You said I got a Yorkie. That's what you just said.
Yeah, I do. I
Just
do
like
got a
that.
Yorkie. I got a Yorkie.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Okay.
my dogs. That's
Okay.
my, so
Okay.
I don't mind it.
I appreciate that shit, man. I appreciate that you in touch with that side of yourself.
What side? Why are you taking shots at me?
No, I'm saying like that's
shot.
that's a side, bro.
Listen.
Like we all have our feminine sides, and we portray it in different ways. Like I like to shit.
You like to watch chick flicks.
Yeah, I do like to watch chick flicks.
So
right?
I mean I like the fact that you get in touch with your feminine side by watching chick flicks.
Yeah, right. And I like the fact that you walk those 2 little ass dogs.
Yeah.
As a 6-something, man.
Yeah.
You walk them shits down the
Sure
block.
do.
Okay. So
I sure do.
you ready to move on?
Yeah. What you got?
What you got, motherfucker? Like I just said you. I feel like I just hit you with some shit, man.
So what are your feelings on men being on men being single, not single household husbands, but on
dads, like stay-at-home dads.
Stay-at-home dads. Yeah, there we go. Stay-at-home dads. Man, listen, I couldn't even get it out, man.
I'm with that shit. Like, I feel like, so if the bag is getting made, the bag is getting made. So, like, if you're a dude that enjoy cooking, like you, right? I enjoy cooking sometimes, too. And you're a dude that, like to be tidy and shit like that. Like, why not? I don't feel like it's like some shit that would be against. I just look at it like, like, to me, like, that's the ultimate goal. Because if you can manage your time and get shit done in the house, and like that's why I built this studio. I hope to be a stay-at-home dad one day because I gotta like fucking coach my kids' team and do shit like that. I'd rather just be in the house doing that shit.
So you'd be okay with that, this being a stay-at-home dad?
Yeah, you wouldn't?
No, I'm just asking. I mean, I honestly would. I would be all right, and that's if it was a situation where, if she's making the bread, and
but you could be making the bread too, just staying at home.
Would that be what you're doing too, or would
that would be my goal? Is to be able to earn income, stay at home, because like when you have kids, you kind of want to be there and not miss out, but at the same time, when you work, you gotta always sometimes make that, not always sometimes, but you gotta make those choices sometimes, and you feel like your kid is paying for it, and like you can see it sometimes, and that shit hurts, man. Like every time, like, well, you don't have kids, but like the first time you drop your kids off to daycare, the first time you put them on a bus, all that shit is like, damn, man. And like the first time you go like on a road trip, you know what I mean? Like that shit is like, it's devastating because you come back and your kid's fucking older and like doing new shit.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. I mean, I
you gotta keep a foot in that ass as a dad too. You know what I'm saying? You kick that kid down the stairs, type shit. Like Mr. Wells.
Yo, yeah. Yo, my dad. yo.
You gonna take out that garbage, boy.
My dad.
Yeah.
Yo, it's funny too because like I never grew up without like both my parents. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, like when people say, like I didn't grow up with a dad. Like I don't have that situation, bro. Like
yeah.
my dad was always there, and like I thought for a while like me and him we used to bump heads when I was a
me and
teenager.
my pops too, yeah.
Yeah, but like it's funny how the dude Miyagi'd me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he really, there were some things where he would tell me, and years down the line, bro, like I'd be like, yo, that's what he meant. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah,
damn.
my pops never said no wild shit like that to me, but he said some shit to me, but it was like some shit that I probably wouldn't repeat.
Well, my dad said, he said a lot of things, but one thing that always stuck in my head was, you can never get in trouble if you're not there. And so I never really understood what he meant by that at first.
I still don't understand what he mean by that.
All right, so like, there's times where your friends will want to do something, and if I'm not with it, I'm just not with it. You know what I mean? But if they go off and do some shit, if you know that you got friends that they get a little wild, or they, you know, they don't know how to act in a club, or you know what I'm saying,
Right.
then if some shit goes down, then you can never get in trouble for it because you wasn't there.
I guess like that shit would never work on me because because the way my pop says, it was always on some shit like to me, like that shit's like, yo, breeding fear. It's like, yo, my pops was like, yo, you a leader, so you always gonna be there, but like, yo, you gotta be able to go the other way. You know what I mean? Because it's like, to me, like you're saying you're not there, it's like, yo, that should make you fucking scared to walk out the house type shit.
Not really, and it didn't make me scared to walk out of the house at all. It was just like, it was the, you know how like there's peer pressure into doing shit sometimes, right? And so
I don't know about that.
there is, peer pressure is a real thing.
Sure.
All right. Now, depending on who you are, then that's where you come in. Depending on who you are, you may take that as, listen, you ain't gonna make me do nothing. I'll go, but you ain't gonna make me do nothing that I don't want to do. You know what I mean? So, like with me, like if I knew that my friends was going down to the city, right, and they always, you know, they always smoked, or they always had drugs on them or something, you know, then those aren't the people that I really want to hang out with for a long distance of time and be kind of trapped in that situation. Because if the car gets pulled over, then now all of a sudden they're looking at everybody.
For sure.
You know, and sometimes you're just another black face in some cases. You know what I mean? So like they don't see you as, oh well, I know all these guys, and this guy is not a troublemaker. They may just look at all of us and just say, well, you know, they all look guilty. And if I'm not there for that, you know what I'm saying, then I can't get in trouble. I can't, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna be trapped in that situation that I don't want to be in. You know what I mean? So it's not the fear of going out and doing things. It's just knowing your surroundings and knowing, hey, I don't want to put myself in a situation where I can't get myself out of.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
So, yo, dig this, right? Like, I always feel like, yo, the illest shit about having both parents, or at least a dad, right, is like, you know, he's like an example of like what you could be. So I feel like shit's like, yo, I could be good, I could be bad, I could be that dude. Think of my pops calling me right now. Daddy. Yo, little B, I'm doing the show right now. You should be logged on.
You doing a show now?
Yeah, you should be logged on.
Okay, let me listen to it. All right, later.
Later, hater. So, you should, like, I feel like you could be like, yo, I could be my dad is good, but I could be like, he's just like the level that I could be at, or I could be higher. I don't feel like you can be like because you have that example as a man, you could only strive to get better, or you can be that. So I feel like that's the biggest principle about having a dad. It's like, yo, I know I can be him or greater, and I think that's the dopest shit.
I agree. You know, I think that I think that having a dad around too is, it's a special thing because you know you do see that example of who you want to measure up to be.
Yeah.
You know, if not better, and
That's your hero.
if your dad is doing the wrong thing, then you know what not to do, or but
Or you could go down that same hole. Like,
or you can, or you could, but having a dad that, he instilled a lot of principles that I didn't even notice until later on in life. He kicked me down the stairs for not taking the garbage out. I don't like to think about that. I don't like the fact that you keep bringing that up. But
that's my most memorable shit.
That's a traumatic event in my life. Yo, all right. So I'm gonna tell this quick story. Right, my dad. I didn't one day like this is the time that I realized that when I got this is the time that I realized that like a man's punch was a lot different than just a regular punch by a man. You know what I'm saying? So what my dad did was he came in one day and he's like, hey, and I think he was in a bad mood. You know what I mean? But neither here or there. He said, yo, why isn't this garbage taken out? Mm-hmm. And rightfully so, because I'm sitting in the house just hanging out watching TV, and the garbage is overflowing, bro. Like you know how the garbage is overflowing so much that you got to keep pushing it down. Yeah, that's like that's what was going on. So my dad's
my wife do that shit.
Yeah, Miles, take the trash out. But he's like, yo, how come the garbage isn't taken out? And so I was like, I'll take it out, And it was like I'll take it out when I feel like taking out type of deal, right?
I felt that shit.
And so my dad knew what I was doing, and he's like, no, he's like, listen, take the trash out now, right? So I get up from my show because it's not a commercial at this point.
What you was watching?
I forget what I was watching, bro.
Family Matters.
I could have been watching anything, bro. Like,
let's say you was watching Family Matters.
Let's not and say that we did. All right. So, I get up during my show, and my dad's like standing in the way, and he knows he's standing in the way, bro. So I had to like move past him, but it was the way that I moved past him that he didn't like. So
you was like.
Yeah, it just like slid by him, like, yo, man, like, did one of those. Short? Yeah, well, he's shorter than me, but at the time, I had just grew like an inch taller than him, right? But I was still skin and bones, right? Yeah. So he said, yo, and he had his suit on. He's like, yo, man, he punched me in the chest. But when he punched me, I braced myself for it. Yeah. And I realized that I shouldn't have done that because that was like challenging him.
Challenge the kick.
Yeah. So then he hit me again. Like, you see how I just hesitated because I just got the wind knocked out of me again. Like, so he hit me mad hard, right? Mm-hmm. And I tried to eat that shit too. He was like, and then he just punched me and I fell down the stairs, bro. He didn't even kick me. He punched me.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he punched me down the stairs. And I flipped over. You know what I mean? But that was the day that I realized, yo, don't fuck with my pops, bro. Like,
yo, let me tell you a story. That shit's mad funny. Yo, the first time I brought my friends over to see my pops, this shit's crazy. It's my friend and my cousin, French and Aunt. Well, Aunt is my pops' godson, so he knew him and shit. Mm-hmm. But, like, French never met my pops. And he was like, yo, motherfuckers never knew about my pops. But, like, I would always go to my dad's house. But my dad, like, he's a Vietnam vet and all that shit.
Okay.
So
Thank you for serving.
So when he get in the elevator, my pops is like, yo, this shit is a small space. Y'all think I can fuck me up? That's how he is. Like, you think I can fuck me up? And everybody's like, yo, what are you talking about? And he's like, y'all got 3 seconds to jump me. Right? And this motherfucker, first time meeting him, this motherfucker kick French right in the face. Pop, first time meeting him. That's the first time you met my pops.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But there's benefits to having your dad though, and I mean,
Of course. There's benefits to having people around in general.
Yeah, so my dad, yeah, he's a good dude, man. Big shout out to him.
All right, man. Big shout out to your dad.
Yeah.
Mr. Wells, big shout out to you. You did a fantastic job raising this young man.
I think I'm older than you.
Oh, why you gotta make everything a competition?
It's
bro?
because you like pat me on the back, like, yeah, son.
I was patting you in the back, not like
like
I'm not
you
your
sonning
dad.
me right now.
I'm not your dad.
Like
no.
you're not my dad, bro. Like, stop acting like you're my
you know
dad.
what's crazy about that shit? Cause like that, like I'm from Queens. And, no, listen.
I know what you're gonna say. I know what you're gonna say.
That shit, like you can't do that shit to another man's son in Queens. Like you can't put your hand on my son's head for more than 3 seconds. Bro.
Hey, little buddy.
Yeah, that shit's over. Yeah, that's crazy because I see people doing that shit all the time out here. I'm like, oh, that's just crazy. Like, fuck, as a crown chakra. You know what I mean? And so when somebody did that to my son, I was like, yo, what are you doing? So I'm surprised because like where I'm from, like you don't do that. You don't put your hand on another man's son's head for more than a couple seconds.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Fact. Yeah. That's what
Hey there, squirt.
Yeah, that's what happening. I see, pat him on the back or some shit. Man.
Get your hand off my son's head.
Yeah, for mad long where he's like feeling it. Nah, bro.
You're not my dad.
Yeah. Nah, right. If you gonna try to put your hand on my son, he gonna go like this.
Yeah.
Get off my shit. Yeah, you're not son of me.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
What would happen if another man put his hand on your head though?
This is not happening at all. For like, yo, like that's like the threshold could be 1 or 2 seconds on that shit. Especially if it's a young, like a dude like my age or whatever, like an older dude. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at him like at the second mark. Like, yo, bro, the fuck are you doing? Son? Like, move your shit. Yo, but like that's just like a stereotype. Well, not a stereotype. It wouldn't be called stereotype. It would just be like that's like I would say like it's like a falsehood that I've always lived by. Okay. Just being from Queens, it was like, yo, you're not putting your hand on my head. Like, what the fuck is that? Don't touch my. It's like don't touch my face. Like what we talked about last time. It's like a man should never touch your face.
Yeah, a man should never put his hands behind your, cover your eyes and say, "Guess who?"
Yeah, that's some other shit. You wild right now. I'm talking about like, yo, a man should never have his fucking hand on your face. Like 2 hands, like there's no reason for like a man that's not a barber to ever with his shirt off to ever fucking put 2 hands on your face. Ever.
So you're telling me if another man put his hands on his,
it had to be an emergency. Like my eye had to be coming out. Type shit. I'm dead serious. I'm like that shit is it's a no go.
Somebody put their hands on your eyes and said, "Guess who?"
That shit is like, well, people do stupid shit like that, but it's not like that's different. Even though I wouldn't fucking, that shit's not cool with me either. That's like I'll fight. Like you could just fight that dude for that shit. Yeah, it's certain shit that's just like automatic Mortal Kombat.
Another man can't put his hands on your shoulders.
Nah, a man can put his hand on my shoulder. Come on, son, man, you out. But tell me a situation where a man could put his fucking 2 hands on your face.
Never, bro.
Okay.
Never. No, I agree with you.
What you gonna do? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know,
that's a certain shit a man shouldn't do. Like another man, especially with his shirt off, like putting 2 hands on your face. That shit gotta be a dire emergency, man.
Another man can't fucking cover me up with a cover. We already talked about that shit.
Nah, you're bugging about that shit.
Don't cover me up with a cover.
Cover you up with a cover.
Don't cover me up with a cover, bro. Just don't do it.
You were chauvinist, bro.
I'm not with it. You don't cover me up with no fucking cover.
If you fucking passed out, shivering, a man could cover you up with a cover.
Just throw the blanket at me.
Throw it at you
like a baseball. Nah, that's it.
Hey, a man could cover me up with a cover all day. Fuck that.
You know, man.
Just don't touch my face, but just don't like cover me up to wipe the drool from my lips. Yeah, none of that shit.
Yes. Don't worry, I'll take care of you. What?
Just like I think about like A man can't put a cup to my lips, son. Like on some a hot drink.
A man can't do the airplane thing with me.
No, that shit. You probably do that shit. I'm talking about like, can a man put a hot drink to your lips?
No, man.
Yeah, so-
A man can't put a drink to my lips. Period.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's a hot drink, cold drink.
Nah,
no, there's only
a cold
one.
drink. Like yo, drink this Gatorade.
No, there's
with
only
this shit.
there's
You
only
can do
one
that shit.
situation where somebody can do some shit like that.
What?
Even a hot drink. It's
Hot drink some other shit.
No, it's only one situation, and I know that once I say it, you'll probably back me with this.
Yeah.
If you're in the hospital, all right, and you can't move your arms or legs.
Nah, get my wife in there. Yeah, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Like a man can't.
What if your wife wasn't there, bro?
I'm starving.
And there
motherfucker.
was a man with his shirt off.
Nah, bro.
Drink to you.
Now you joking. A man can't serve me no hot. Yo, bro. A man can't serve me no hot drink, bro. Ooh, to my lips? Nah.
All right, so his shirt has to be on.
Shirt on off. A man is not putting no hot drink to my lips, bro. Fuck that shit, son. Like, come on, man. Another thing, like, it's like saying, like,
He said, "Give me a straw."
yeah,
Give
like,
me a straw.
a man can't put a seatbelt on me either, son, as a grown ass man. Son.
Don't reach across me, bro.
Yeah, you should cross me and shit. How you tell me to put my shit on, bro. Yeah, see? Trying to make me sound like a fucking...
Nah, I'm just kidding, but but yeah, I'm with you on that. I mean, the hot drink though, bro. Like I would say like
You take a hot drink from me.
I'm just saying, bro. It don't matter if it's like hot or cold, bro. Like if I'm paralyzed or if I'm in a hospital, you know,
So, yeah,
my
man.
first choice is gonna obviously
Be a man.
Be my. My first choice is gonna be my girl. You know what I mean? But you know, if I gotta, you know, if a man gotta serve you soup, you're gonna just eat the soup.
Nah, not the kid.
No, you're gonna eat the soup.
Not me, buddy.
You're gonna eat the soup,
I
bro.
won't.
Yeah, you will.
Yo, but you know what's crazy? Like, even like with my wife, like I look at it like shit, like some shit like I'd rather my moms do, because like yo, like it's. I mean, I think I'm there. I'm like I'm 10 plus in with mine, but it's like 10. Like when somebody gotta see you like weak and fucked up like that, it's some shit. But like moms is always gonna be there. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's a little different. But yeah, man, that shit'd be hard for me, man. But like no man is doing that shit for me, ever.
You're gonna cover your eyes and say,
Yeah. Even like, yo, when I was younger, my pops would be like, when he used to take me to get sneakers back in the day, they used to like try them shits on for you.
yeah.
My pops was like, yo, like, get off your knees, man. Like, my son could do his shit himself. It's just like, shit like that, son. Like, that's how I grew up. Man's putting on my shoes and shit. I get used to that shit. You know what I mean? That's how my pops used to train me. Like, you get used to that shit, man, doing that shit. He said, my pops was like, yo, get her over here. Type shit. But yeah, sucker shit.
Yeah. Moving on.
Moving on, Mo.
Alright, so what
Why
you
don't you
got?
give us a hot topic? I mean, I just gave you I gave you what I got. Nah, but yeah, man, just like off that, man, it's just been like it's been like a crazy roller coaster with the show, man, and I'm grateful for the viewers we have. I don't even know how many people was in here. I would say probably like we going between like 11 and 12, which is good, man, and I appreciate you guys for coming. And Mo has some topics, but I guess he forgot them shits.
I didn't forget the top. No, you know what? I forgot my I forgot my dress shirt.
No, you forgot your laptop, motherfucker. Like
Yeah.
that's
No,
the
the laptop is over there.
Yeah, then that's my shit, man. You always bring that
Yo,
fucking
you know
laptop
what?
and leave that shit in the
You know what?
laptop bag.
I do got a question for you that we never actually brought up, and it's a little off, but if you had 5 items that you had to bring with you to survive, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're like stuck in the woods, well, first off, you know, we don't go in the woods. Like, well, I mean, you might.
You don't go in the woods,
You know,
right?
but we don't go in the woods like that.
Oh.
You know,
You mean
but,
we like you blacks or like we like with me being black and
you
I
know,
go in
it's
the
just
woods?
not. It's just not. You
What
know.
are you saying, son?
I'm just saying we don't go in. Just like we don't go in. We don't go in the pool.
We don't swim. Oh, you go in the pool. I heard about you, motherfucker.
That's the one time.
Yeah.
That that was traumatic too. I almost drowned in my sergeant's pool, bro. Like that shit. And the funny thing about it was like he was warning me. Like he was. Like it was 4th of July. It was like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 years ago, bro. Like he he was warning me. He's like, yo, just stay on the edge, you know, because you can't swim. Right?
Stereotyped you. Right.
He knew I couldn't swim though.
Oh, okay.
You know, because you know, we don't swim like that. You know, we're the ones that splash in the water, you know, throw each other in the water and
Y'all
shit.
the ones. I can swim, motherfucker.
Yeah, well, you're a special case. You know, you're privileged.
Okay.
But anyways,
Sure. Like you can't learn how. You saying like you can't learn how to swim?
my bones are too dense.
Yeah. Okay.
Nah, but we was in the pool, and I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm like,
It's girls here.
yeah.
I'm gonna make a scene.
No, actually, you never want to almost drown, bro.
I know, but why did you jump?
I didn't jump. If you listen to the story,
Go ahead.
so I like inched over to try to swim across, right? And somewhere in the middle, I just stopped paddling. I just stopped like swimming. You know, I don't even know how to. I couldn't tread water.
Yeah. Tread water. You wasn't swimming. Go ahead. Then.
Yeah, I wasn't. I wasn't swimming. And so like I'm thinking, oh well, if I just like splash my hands around, maybe I'll just bring myself up to the top.
Mm.
And I don't know, like I just kept sinking.
Oh.
And I'm like, yeah, this ain't working for me. And he had to jump in and save me.
Damn.
Yup. And he had his shirt off too. Yup.
I was like, leave. Leave.
Release me. No, he had to save me.
He had to hit you with the mouth to mouth.
Nah, yeah, no, I wasn't almost dead, bro. Like, you know, I just can't swim, and I still can't swim.
You didn't think that like that was good? Don't you? I thought you worked at the Y for a long time.
I did. I worked there for 7 years,
And
and every year they tried to get me. Every year they were gonna give me free swimming lessons. And so,
but what, motherfucker?
all right, so
it's like they're gonna give me $3.
No, there's a reason for this. There's a reason for this, right? So the reason why because I was
Please explain.
I was gonna do it, but the only time slot that they had was when they had the kids in there, and so I was gonna be learning. And I had they had this little thing where you could stand on top of, and I would have to stand I didn't have to stand on top of this platform, but I was still taller than all the kids, even when they were standing on the platform.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wouldn't do it because I'm like, no, I'm not gonna be learning with these kids, bro.
Learning how to do the same shit.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Damn, that's
I'm not doing
some
it.
ego shit.
And then nah, bro. I worked there, bro. Like, I didn't want to do it. So then, they wanted me to do the adult swim classes when they started that up.
Right.
And I just never did it.
You worked there for 7 years.
7 years.
So that leads me to a question. Like, what do you take out of your jobs? Like, to me, like I would have took every advantage the fucking Y had to offer. Every time I work somewhere, I gotta get that. You know what I mean? That extra shit. At least I'm gonna be the best at what we do. You know what I mean? If they teaching motherfuckers to swim, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna learn how to swim here.
Bro, I'm scared of the water, man.
Still?
Yeah, I can't fuck with no deep ass water.
Damn.
Can't do it.
What
And I won't jump in lakes, bro. Like I won't none of that stuff. No.
What else you scared of?
I'm not scared of the water, but I'm just like, I'm scared of drowning.
You ever drown? You ever burn to death or drown to death?
Yo, I think I'd rather burn.
Where?
I'd rather burn.
Damn.
Yep.
Damn, that's some.
Cause in that moment, because I don't want to. It's like suffocating. Like to me, like drowning.
Both suffocating, motherfucker.
Yeah, but all right. So drowning to me is equivalent to being buried alive.
Where?
Yeah.
And burning is equivalent to
dying.
Nah, bro, that shit is not no fucking easy.
You're gonna die faster.
What?
Yeah, you're gonna die faster, right?
That shit gonna hurt more. Like you
It's
gonna
gonna
die.
hurt.
It's gonna be painful.
You're gonna cook. I'm a cook, but shit.
Damn, bro.
Because you're gonna die from the smoke before you die from the
Yeah, like that shit is not no easy ass smoke to take in.
No, of course not. But you're gonna die from the smoke.
But you still gonna be fucking hot the whole time.
Oh hell yeah, you're gonna be hot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck
so
that.
I'd rather burn than fucking drown.
Nah, I'd rather drown.
Nah.
If I had to do one of the two. Of course, I would rather die in gunfight, but
But
no
to
story.
survive though, but to survive in the wilderness,
yeah,
like what would you bring with you?
a gun.
5 things, bro.
One would be a gun
Okay.
and a box of bullets, right?
But it's survival though. So like
Yeah.
okay.
A gun, a box of bullets.
A gun and box of bullets, they go hand in hand. So that's one thing.
Okay, a knife,
Okay, a gun, a knife.
a gun, a knife, a book, and a gun, a knife, a book.
Even if you had to stay the night?
Even if I had to stay 100 nights, because that's what I'm gonna get sanity from.
Okay.
Right, a gun, a knife, a book, maybe like some wet weather shit,
Okay.
and and a picture of my family.
Nah. Well, that's
What would you bring? What would you bring, Mo? I think I said the dopest shit.
I would bring a knife,
hmm
a lighter, like one of those Zippos.
Yeah.
I would bring. I got a knife, a Zippo, maybe like a tarp,
hmm
That's 3 things. A tent.
hmm Yeah, you dead.
And a crossbow.
You dead.
No, I'm not.
Yo, what you killing with a knife?
I don't have to kill anything with a knife because I got the crossbow.
Can you shoot crossbow?
Yeah.
Okay. What you killing with a crossbow?
Same shit that you killing with a. I mean, it's
Not
not,
the same shit I'm killing with a gun. It's different.
You can still kill something with a crossbow.
You could, but if you miss, like it's the same shit. Like
at least if I miss, bro, then if I miss and I get back to that arrow, I could reuse the arrow.
I got
You can't reuse the bullet. You
If
know,
you
this
get
isn't
back.
Grand Theft Auto where you have like infinite bullets.
You're bugging. Yo, bro. How long you think a bear lasts if you kill that shit? That's like a year worth of food, bro.
That's true.
So what are you talking about? So like that's what I'm saying. Like you like all that shit that you bought was bad. Like you're done in 3 days. Facts.
That's what you think.
100%.
I don't know, man.
100%.
No.
You're done in 3 days.
No, bro, you got to bring survival shit.
I
Not
just told you
not
how to
just a
survive.
gun.
I didn't. A gun was the first thing I said because that's how I'm getting shit popping.
Okay.
Okay.
But what happens when you run out of bullets? What happens if you miss?
When I run out of bullets, when I miss, if I miss, right?
Okay.
So if I'm killing shit, like I said, shit lasts a long time.
Okay.
Banging shit out, right? I can make a fire. I don't need the fucking Zippo,
Okay.
right? That was bad. When I say like even like the
You can make a fire even if it's raining.
dude after the rain, I'll fucking do that shit.
But
That's
if,
how you gotta do that survival.
so you're just gonna sleep on a tarp underneath the tarp or underneath the wet weather gear? That's it.
Yeah, survival.
Yeah.
You're crazy. Yo, you never. Yo, that's it because you don't go
No.
to the woods. Like you don't know. Like, yo, bro,
Yo,
survival.
You're bugging.
What?
No way. There's no way that I would just sleep on the ground with wet weather gear.
What?
No.
Bro, are you in the army?
Yeah.
Sleep on the ground all the time. We'll just wet weather gear. Bro.
Fuck
You
that,
fucking
bro.
crazy, son.
If I can get a tent, bro, I'm getting a tent.
But bro, you never slept on the ground
Bro,
on some army shit
no.
outside?
I slept in basic training when they had us do this shit, but even then
After base training, you never slept on the ground?
no.
Alright, bro.
Fuck
I
that.
spent fucking days on the ground, bro.
Nah, I'm good, bro.
Yo, wildin'. But that's how you gotta do it in the rain.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, that's
I'm
a
alright.
fact, man.
I'm alright, bro.
Yeah, you're wild. I can't leave that shit.
If I have a choice, bro, I'm bringing a tent.
But it's like this, like if you have a choice, but then it's like, okay, the choice to be like, okay, like one of your soldiers forget they chant or some shit like that, and like you got that. Sometimes it's the hard lesson, or whatever, but like you need them to be whoever. and you just maybe trying to catch an hour. Like a lot of times it be like that. You trying to catch an hour. You're like, yeah, I'm fucking doing that shit right here.
Mm-hmm. And I agree. But if I have a tent, bro.
Yeah. But what if you have a tent, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's late, and this is like, I mean, you obviously never been in this situation, but like, I remember when I first got to the artillery battalion. Yeah, luckily I had good soldiers, but when by the time I got to like our area, the shit was pitch ass dark.
Okay.
And like I had a tent, motherfuckers was sleeping, and it was like, fuck. I didn't know how to put that shit together like that in the dark. You know what I mean? Like I had like bullshit flashlight, but it was like, yo, this shit could take 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I fucking just boiled that shit up and fucking lay my ass right there.
We had to set a tent up, and it was like 6:30 at night or 6:45 at night, right?
I'm talking midnight type shit.
And so listen. So we still had some daylight. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know. I had never set a tent up before.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, that shit took me like till like 10 o'clock to set shit.
Yeah.
Yo, and it was like one of those little like it was. It was one of those little, it was an easy tent. I just never did it before.
Right,
so I remember I was sitting there and I'm trying to set this tent up, and we had this female drill sergeant Rodriguez, bro. And
she was
like
bad?
she
was bad?
Yeah. But I remember she was yelling at me, bro, like she's like, Wells, fucking New Yorker. You don't know how to set a fucking tent up? Here, you want your sergeant to set it up?
Yeah.
And so she set the shit up, but I had to pay for it the next morning.
Yo, that would be like, I had a similar story, but like I want to talk about like best basic training, like best moments and shit like that. But I remember this is the craziest shit. Like my drill sergeant, like she was bad, and like I'm not gonna say her name because my other drill sergeant married her. But she used to always be like, female on the floor. I used to always take off all my clothes and shit. Yo, eyes my word. Like, and then I met fucking her husband. Like, I knew her husband when we was there, but he wasn't her husband. Like, they was just like battle buddies or whatever.
Yeah.
And then when I seen him like fucking like, I had to be like 13 years ago. I was like, yo, you still keep in contact with her? Like, hit me with the number type shit. And he was like, that's my wife, motherfucker. I was like, shit. Yeah, right? But like, the illest shit I learned in basic that was different, and this is some ill shit, is like wiping your face before your nuts type shit. Cause it was like, yo, when we was in the fucking shower, and that shit was mad humiliating. Like, we was like, everybody's like, you know, ass to nuts to ass and shit like that.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers like, yo, you motherfuckers you wiping your dick before you wipe your face? And I was like, yeah. Like, yo, like, that's my shit. So, like, yo, my dick is mad clean, right? But when they was like, yo, don't ever do that shit again. And I was like, yo, why? But, like, I didn't say it because, like, we was naked. And, like, I don't like when men talking to me naked and shit. So I was like, yo, dude, fuck you. What's this dude talking about? And then he's just like, yo, you fucking wash your face first. And I'm like, yo, bro, we don't fucking do laundry every day. So I could just be doing the same shit. But like, I fucking always go, my shit is the first place I go to every time. But then that shit was crazy because that shit, like, they tried to change me on that shit, and that shit kind of worked a little bit until I was like, yo, man, this shit's fucking retarded.
Yo, I remember my first day, like, not even where you get off the bus, like, to go to reception, but it was my first day going to my, my unit, or,
Yeah.
And so I remember we was getting on the bus, and we was all, like, getting ready to get on the bus or whatever, and we had this really, really tall drill sergeant, bro, and I swear, he had to be, like, the tallest drill sergeant I ever seen in my life. He was, like, 6'7".
Motherfucker's name was High Tower or some dumb shit like that, right?
Nah, I forget I think it was Drill Sergeant Austin.
Okay.
Yo, he gets on the bus, and he's like, he had to duck to get on the bus. And so even when he was standing there, like, when he stood straight up, his hat like tilted a little bit because
Yeah.
he was so fucking tall.
But that's how them shits
And
are,
so-
though, designed.
No, but it tilted to the side.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it didn't tilt to
Oh.
like this. So he goes, I don't want any of you guys to say a fucking thing on this bus. and like his voice was already mad deep, bro. So
That's
he
mad funny.
like he literally put the fear of God in us. Because like even though we all kind of like looked at each other like, oh shit, we're kind of in for it. Nobody said shit,
Really?
right? So we didn't have to drive far. So we get to our place in like, I don't know, like 5 minutes or so.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden he gets up and he goes, oh, you guys get off my fucking bus right now. He starts yelling and screaming at us, right? So some idiot tried to do like how I did with my dad and try to brush by him.
Yeah.
The drill sergeant wasn't having that shit. Right? So he's like, you're trying to brush by me? And he starts yelling at him, right? So the kid in the front tries to run towards the back. And so we all were just like, okay, we're going to go through the fire escape. So we all start jumping out of the fire exit, right?
Yeah.
And so we're like jumping out of the fire exit, right? And people are falling over and shit. And then the drill sergeants that are outside, they're like, range walk. We don't know what the fuck range walk is.
Yeah.
So we're all just jumping on top of each other, right? So it was just a total shit show.
You jump on top of another man?
I jumped on top of another person.
Okay.
All right.
That's
So they told us to get all our stuff off of the underneath of the bus, right?
Right.
So my dumbass is trying to grab my bag, bro. Like I'm trying to grab my bag. And they're like, just grab a bag and go.
Yeah.
And so as he was saying that, I found my bag, my other bag,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I grabbed my bag and I had to front load and back load.
Mm-hmm.
So I back load and I get the front load, right? And I turn around because for whatever reason, I put my duffel bag in the front like an idiot,
Yeah,
right?
heavy shit.
Yeah. And so I start running and then I run straight into something and it felt like I ran into a pole. And so I fall down and I heard somebody else fall down. And it was like a movie because when I saw somebody else fall down, I saw their boots and then I saw their drill sergeant hat.
Oh, that,
Right?
that motherfucker.
So, you know how we always make fun of the white girl who can't get up during a scary movie. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? We're like, why can't
Nah,
she get
not
up?
we.
Well, listen, it's usually always the white girl in the movie that she
Yeah.
can't get up. You know what I mean? And so I would always like laugh at that shit. Bro, I had a white girl moment. Like I could not get up, right? So like I'm trying to get up and the drill sergeant picks his hat up and he was the shortest drill sergeant there. So I was just kind of surprised because he was mad short. And so he looks at me and he's like, you've got to be kidding me, son. And so I'm like, drill sergeant, I couldn't say the words.
Right.
And he's like, you got to be fucking shitting me. And he's like, get the fuck out of my face. And so I start running. I take off. But the thing was that when I took off, I heard all these other boots taking off. I turn around, all the drill sergeants are running after me. Right? They're all running, and they're like booking it, right?
You sure this wasn't a dream?
No, this is for real,
Okay.
right? So they all take off after me. So I took off. I was running even faster, right? And so finally a drill sergeant caught up to me, and he's like, Wells. Well, he didn't say Wells. He was like, soldier. He's like, soldier.
Pride.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're going the wrong way. And so I turn around. I see everybody else, like, in the bleachers, and I had taken off. They were already in the
On
bleachers
some
already.
Forrest Gump shit?
Yeah, and so, like, at that point, I was out of breath, and he's like, range walk. And I'm like, drill sergeant, I don't know what range walk is. And he goes, move at a faster pace than what you're moving at right now.
Motherfucker.
Fucking dumbass.
Yeah, that's some dumbass shit you did, son.
Yeah, but, I was a private, and I was fucking,
I
so
know.
what can you do?
I think that was the shit that got me through privates like you, man. Like, this shit got me through that shit because I was laughing at that shit. And I think that, yeah, I remember, like, I'll tell you a funny story. Like, like, when they teach you how to make your bed and shit, and some motherfuckers just didn't get it. They just couldn't do it. Yeah, this motherfucker used to come inspect the shit. And he's like, so home, she'd be like, yo, who fucking bed is this? And he had like so he's like, who fucking bed is this? And it was always the same. It's like, he said, this dude, Private Williams, like, it's mine. He said, this is shit. Right? And then the next day, so that day he fucking just took his shit and pushed it off the fucking bunk.
Right.
I was rolling. Right? That shit was worth 100 push-ups, right? And so, like, the next morning, this motherfucker, we had to all go outside. You know how they try to make you get dressed and go outside quick and shit, but you have to make your bed first? This motherfucker threw his bed out the window, son. And this shit was like, we had like the spaceship shit. And this shit was like on the 3rd floor. You see a fucking bed coming out the window. And he said, you know who motherfucking bed this is? Yeah, he made that motherfucker sleep outside for 3 days. That shit was the funniest shit I ever seen in my fucking life, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious. But I think we should close it out with that shit. Yo, this motherfucker, I don't think that dude made it, man. Yeah. But hey, man, not man. Hey, whoever's watching, we appreciate y'all for coming through.
Thank you.
Make sure to hit like and subscribe, or don't like, or whatever you got to do, but just make sure you subscribe.
You can't
and if
click
you
unlike.
No, you can click dislike.
Oh, you can?
Yes, you can.
Oh, did not.
You can click dislike. Especially everybody from LGL fam that's here. Thank you guys for helping me set this up. So I appreciate y'all. I know y'all in here. You know, but hey, if any suggestions, whatever y'all have for us, man, let us know, man. You know, the biggest room in the house is the room for improvement. So definitely get those comments in there. Do what y'all got to do. We appreciate y'all. Thank you. Big Mike on the ones and twos, man. He didn't want to be on camera, but I appreciate you. And we out. Thank you guys.
All right, man.
Peace.
Peace.
I should have said, Mo, who you want to thank for being here? Like, who you want to thank? So you like, my family. Nah, I got you. Nah, that was good. Yeah, it was good.